Sure.
Take as long as you need, Keenan.
Which is about 60 seconds.
Ignore Hedrah. Take as long as you need.
So,
I'm not
my
gonna take
lovely...
a long.
Shut the fuck up. So, my lovely dears, welcome back to another exciting session of Forks to the North. Where last we left off, you guys planned out a hell of a lot of travel from the Barbarian after, successfully clearing the place out, having the old smash and grab, and fetching your new fancy carriage. From that point, you've come out of the ordeal with a few magical items here, there, and everywhere. Some that are going to take a little bit more effort than otherwise would be expected to actually get in proper working condition. When last we left off, the party had already arrived at Salamander Isle, but I believe that there is something that occurred, on the boat trip down there.
Yeah.
Go right ahead then. What'd you do? What's up?
Okay. So, what? That's straight.
That's probably straight, yeah.
It's
It's straight. Right. So on the boat trip, after I want to go find I want to find Carrie.
Oh boy.
What does Carrie do on the boat? How does she feel about boats? Do you like boat travel?
Yeah,
I've never been on a boat. This is exciting. And then I vomit all over the place. It's just terrible.
I don't know. Look, give me that con save. Let's see how your first boating treats you.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm actually like,
You're okay.
yeah, boats are great. I'm just sitting on the deck fishing.
Nice.
Okay, so you're on the boat fishing, and so Madeline will find you and we'll come up to you. Carrie.
Huh? Oh. Hi, Maddie. What's up?
Can I talk to you for a little bit? Can you just hand your fishing rod to someone else?
Sure. And
What kind of a
Carrie
boat is this, by the way?
Carrie will step out of her armor and just let the armor continue fishing.
Huh.
Nope, we just started Stray.
I didn't know your armor could do that.
Yeah, it's animated. I just never had a chance to use it, because if I'm not wearing it, then I'm just going to get beat up.
Well, that's very handy.
Hey, what's up?
I just wanted to talk to you in private about something.
Okay.
I guess I'll just... is there like what kind of a boat is this? Is it just like a barge, or is it like a actual like boat? Like did our carriage, did our transportation come up on with us, like our carriage and wagon?
Scoo?
Scow?
Oh, sorry about that. I thought I was muted. Please repeat.
Did our carriage and wagon come with us on the boat, or is it like a barge?
Sure. No, it's like basically it's fucking big, so it's resting in the middle of this at all. Like there is a ramp that they'll be able to drive it down. It's probably a bit of faff getting it on, but yeah, it's here.
Okay. So I'll the wagon would probably be good. I'll get them to go in the wagon and like close. Okay. And I'll turn on some light for it. So Carrie, I have been thinking a lot about this, especially since we left your camp.
Uh-huh.
And especially since we had the conversation with your mother.
Uh-huh.
Now, I get the feeling your mother doesn't exactly remember what it was like to be a young how you grow up so quickly and you suddenly find yourself full of needs and desires and thoughts that come and go.
Yeah, no, she's like 1,000,000 years old.
Yeah, and she wasn't raised. And she wasn't raised like. She was kind of.
Kind of a what?
I think she was raised by a bunch of like religious types who tried to repress her a bunch. So she doesn't. She didn't really experience things the way you are right now. Doesn't quite understand things.
This is patently
So
untrue,
she's-
but continue.
Well, whatever.
And Carrie doesn't know.
Right, I don't know the full story anyway either, so I'm guessing from how Theory act. So I'm going to try and do you a favor. I'm going to try and to keep your mother's heat off of you, so she doesn't like get so mad at you all the time. I'll try, but there's something I want to give you some more freedom to act, as long as you act responsibly.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to just kind of like open my dress a bit and like show off a tattoo. See this?
Yeah? That's your belly.
It's my
It's cute.
tattoo. See,
Carrie
I made
will
this
pinch your
tattoo.
belly.
Oh, thanks. I designed this tattoo. It's actually magic. It's a miracle I learned from the spirits of life that I.
Oh, I
devote
want a
myself to.
tattoo.
This is a very special tattoo. I've already given one to Athia.
Uh-huh.
You know how we had that conversation after the kitsunes, and you
Uh-huh.
had a moment. This will make it so if you have this, it'll make it so you don't have to worry about accidentally having a child.
I was worried about that?
You should be, because it's an incredible responsibility. And it's not something you want to just happen. Like,
Yeah, but, like, it's not a problem if I don't have sex. Duh.
I'm just gonna give you like a slow nod, like, uh-huh, right. Look, it's gonna happen. It's gonna come up. It could happen rather spontaneously. Might just suddenly feel like you get caught up in it. So, if you want, I could give you this tattoo as well, and it would make things easier for you. You can just turn things off and have fun.
Sure. That seems like a good thing to have. I can get behind it.
And this way you don't have to. This way you just avoid any kind of future complication with any kind of screaming match.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, give me a tattoo. Oh, and then afterwards, I can show this cool new game that Elloe taught me. :D.
Elloe is in
that-
so much
that's
trouble.
That's a little ellipses right there. Dot. Let's save that conversation for later.
Aw, but it's fun.
Let's just do this first.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad she didn't mention she played the game with Athia.
So, do I just pull my shirt up, or...?
You expose your stomach like this, and just hold it there for a little while. It's gonna take a few minutes.
Does it hurt?
No, it won't feel I don't think it will feel particularly comfortable, but it's gonna.
Oh, wait, before you do it. Can you hide it? Like, make it invisible or something? Do some wizard shit?
When things are turned, when things are turned off, it will be very. It won't
Yeah,
be
but, like, invisible, though.
invisible. It can't go invisible now. You'd have to have something.
Because Mom said if I ever got a tattoo, she'd skin me alive.
I'm gonna look down at your thighs.
Yeah, but, like... That one wasn't my fault, and this one would be, because I said yes.
If she mentions it, just tell her that I talked you into it. I told you, then she can deal with it, and then I can explain. And I think she'll be fine with it. This one.
Okay.
Besides, if you want, perhaps we can just get something to cover it up, some makeup or something. Probably wouldn't be too hard.
Ooh, I could get a corset.
Or that. I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I saw some of this shop Elloe took me to, and they were so cute. I want one. I want 10.
What was the shop's name?
I don't remember. I had this
I have
cute
a feeling I
tiefling
know
girl
it.
with red hair running it, and
Ah.
she was weird.
Yes, I know this. I know the build.
You've been there before?
Athia brought me there once or twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, look what I got there. And Carrie's gonna just start pulling things out. I got this, and Elloe bought me this. Look at it, it's like my forearm.
Okay.
Look at all these books, too. Apparently,
Why did
other
Elloe-
Ceridwen was super into them, but I don't know why. They're not enough pictures.
Books.
Yeah, look, books. Here, we'll have to add a big pile of book, which are really like magazines.
Do I reckon? What are these? What are these? What are the contents of these books?
Hunky Mander Digest, etc.
I always knew it. I knew it. Okay, well, alright. Okay. Why did Elloe buy you this?
I have
that?
no idea.
Uh-huh. Say, answer me before I put this brand. What? Answer me a question.
Uh-huh.
What do you think of Elloe?
I think she's really cool. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like my friend. I mean, sometimes
Hmm.
she says and does weird things, but, you know, that's fine. A lot of you guys are really weird. In fact, she took me to meet her uncle while we were in town. He was this huge
Uncle
werebear
Dan.
and talked about some sort of horrible tower in the sky, but that's probably fine, and I'm sure nothing bad will happen. I think she might be a necromancer, though, or trying to be.
What?
I'd have to smite her someday, and that's going to be kind of a pain. But I'm sure I can talk her out of it first.
What?
Yeah, she says she wants to bring Ceridwen the First back from the dead.
I thought she had come to. I thought she had gotten over her sister's death.
No. No, not at all. I think she just wants a zombie friend now.
She needs to get over it. She needs to finish grieving and just actually just get over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of feel like I'm hurting that just being here, you know, because of the name.
Your mother did
No.
not do anyone any favors when she gave you. It was kind of tactless.
It's traditional, Dad said.
Yes, but I think it was just a bit too soon.
Yeah, maybe.
Like you got born real quick after Carrie. Like weeks or something. Like it was real fast. There was no time for Elloe to grieve.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a nickname. A nickname?
What would even be a nickname for me? I mean, maybe one that doesn't involve my height or my giant tits.
Think about that.
Oh, Care Bear.
Squidge.
Oh, Care Bear is actually really good.
That's actually really cute. Well, you do very large hugs.
Snuggle pup.
Okay. I don't know how anyone else would consider, but Care Bear would be a cute little name for you.
That's adorable.
It is. I'm not sure how anyone else would think about it, though.
I mean, it totally fits, because I care about all you guys, and I'm big as a bear. It's just natural.
Sure. And if you don't like it, you can always think of a different one. I may have to have a conversation with Elloe later, though.
Yeah, maybe don't tell her I said anything. I feel like she's going to get kind of mad about the whole necromancy thing.
I mean, it's fine. We're
Maybe.
fighting about necromancy over here.
Give it a... Well, maybe we'll see if she'll settle out a bit. Based naming theory. So, how about we give you that branding so you can...
Yeah, let's just do that.
Sure. And just hold still.
Okay. Guys gonna just squeeze her eyes closed and hold her shirt up.
You're
Dummy
gonna stand like that for a little while Madeline performs the... and then presses a branding iron to your stomach.
Ah!
It's not hot. It's warm at best from the magic. It's not gonna burn you. But out from the simple iron, the whole swirling tattoo spreads out and sinks in.
I'm just
And
imagining.
then Madeline will teach you how to turn it on and off. She's not going to teach you the third one that lets you empower it. She's not teaching you that. She'll teach you how to turn it off and turn it on.
Alright. Carrie will turn it off. Or, turn off means no fertility, right?
Yes,
Okay, then yes, she'll
Me-
turn it off.
it's dormant. Everything's gone dormant.
Ah, it feels cold inside. Oh, and it's gone. That wasn't so bad.
There's a little sensation. And when feel like you're actually really ready to have a child, you can turn it back on and give it a...
I feel like that's just gonna be, like, centuries from now.
Oh, you have no idea. You don't know. I wouldn't say.
I mean, if I got the choice...
You never know who you're going to meet. You might find someone that you're going to, really actually stay
I mean, I have.
with all those
Like Kitsune's.
hormones in. Well, maybe with them.
I just mean, like, when you live forever, you can't just go have kids. That'd be
No,
irresponsible, because then they'd have kids, and then everyone would starve to death eventually.
That is something that is an issue with tieflings. Yes, it's a bit of a point of contention with the queen. The queen of the tieflings has put measures in to laws to kind of restrain.
Well, you should go show her this new brand of yours. I bet if
I
every
intend-
tiefling got one of these, then it'd be no problem at all.
I do intend to, when we eventually get over there.
Well, cool.
And thus in Borks 100 years from now, all tiefling breeds come with their own slutty tattoo. And thus it was foretold in the scrolls.
I'm playing the long game.
Okay, just let me point out the wording there. We're gonna brand all them tieflings so that they don't go out multiply all over the place.
Wait a fucking... You know what? Maybe she would have objections.
What if you put the
but this is
tattoo
the-
on the butt, though?
You got to, not to mention, it's branding.
Yeah, you do use the phrase branding. I feel like this... I'm not sure if her first reaction's gonna be a slap on her.
Look,
See, I was just sitting here waiting. Like, how long it's gonna take for people to fucking notice?
Oh, I
that
know.
this is my level of fuck up.
I just wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh man, Great Graham is not gonna be pleased with me considering I voluntarily got a brand.
It's a
It's a tattoo.
It's more or less just a tattoo. Look, the brand. Look. It's not an actual brand. Look, it's just a magical implement. Okay. It's the magic focus. Okay, come on. For this spell. I'm actually branding you. Not with a hot iron. That's just ridiculous.
Oh, so you're saying it's okay if it's a magical branding? Okay, good to know.
Yeah, we need the wizardocracy to come rule us, clearly.
Indeed. The fucking Tieflings can't
Elfwazi.
cover themselves.
Yeah, I need some kind of Arc Fae bookkeeper. They track the dates of everyone's first stamping, and Tiefling who don't get their brand new slut tattoos. I don't know what happens to them, but
They go through the fucking re-education
they need to be educated on why it's good that they don't overgrow the population, because it's their duty as a race not to do that. And wait a second. So that boat journey. By the time you're
Wait,
done,
my
and
Ashlander.
oh, you want to attune to Ashland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I lobby for inspiration for at
Yeah,
least
go
me
for
and
it.
Kina and probably Athia and Elloe too.
Yeah, go for it.
Does anyone need
I already
inspiration?
have
Yeah,
inspiration.
does,
Does anyone?
I think
Does anyone
everyone
need
already
inspiration?
Oh, well, alright then.
I haven't had a chance to spend it.
Here, wait. We should do performance rolls, Stray, so we can use up our inspiration.
No.
An excuse to
No,
just blow
no.
it right away,
Wait.
and then just get
I
Really
have
a.
a
great sex.
question.
Yeah,
No, wait,
that's what
wait,
I'm doing with mine.
Wait, before you do that, let me ask something. For that inspiration, I haven't done my research for the day on the tinkering stuff.
You literally finished like a whole shit ton of tinkering in the Freelands before hopping on the ride to the port and being on the boat for a couple of hours. You do not get the opportunity on this boat to like get everything out and get started. Like, you aren't in transit long enough, like in one place or position, and then after that you'll be back to unloading again, unfortunately.
Oh well, I tried.
And then you both burn inspiration and still bone down. Congratulations. Sadly, due to the way that the Order of Inspiration is carried on, you both spent it for nothing. Get fucked.
Cool.
Well,
It doesn't matter to me. All of my attacks are at advantage
It's true.
anyway.
It's true. Inspiration does nearly nothing for you.
I'm
I
keeping it on
only
my
use
sheet.
them. I only use them for like persuasion rolls. That's about.
Well, you can have the inspiration I just banked. I just gained.
Scout's joking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it in my eye-kidding voice, although I could just be
Oh.
mean and then suddenly slowly open up their sheets and then just untick their inspiration and slowly close them again while they're not looking. And I was tempted to, but no.
I always look at my sheet like at random moments. I notice.
That's fine. I'd put Nicolas Cage in all of your arts for your attack tokens.
Oh god.
Fucking
Wait,
just
what?
hide Nicolas Cage in it all. You wouldn't know until you click the button.
You're right, though.
You
Oh.
wouldn't know until you tried to ruin and then bam, Nicolas Cage.
Mm,
No, I didn't.
I had
do
to
it.
check.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting. It's like, how's that long? How paranoid is they gonna get first? Right. Okay, so
Ashlander.
yes, Ashlander. You sit down and have yourself a good long attune, and like you've attuned to items by this point already, and you know what it takes. And you're struggling on this occasion. Like, there is this definitive reaching that you're trying to accomplish.
Bend to my will, sword.
Yeah.
Smack it on the deck. Do what I
Also,
want.
there is another item that you guys did pick up and never got to, and never asked about, but I feel like
There
I
was?
should actually remind you of
Oh.
it.
Didn't I go through all the items?
Asmund's orb of knowledge.
Yeah. However, you can't attune to it unless you understand what it is meant to do. It is built as a test.
Oh, cool. Can I
You have
throw
to
my
go
brain
through
at it?
trial. Yeah, you have to go through trial,
Absolutely.
error, and experimentation. However, that's not a quick process. Like, you'll legitimately have to spend serious time on it. Like, set this bitch up in a lab, do a bunch of research. Like, the answer is out there somewhere. But, yeah, it is made to test the person who would learn what the Orb of Knowledge can do.
Fuck yeah, I'm on that shit.
I figured you'd like that. Now, Ashlander, you are reaching out, and you're hauling at this thing, and yeah, could you give me a charisma saving throw, please?
Oh boy.
Yeah, everyone loves charisma saving throws.
Take out your inspiration.
I do, but I also have +8, so I'm sure it'll be fine. See?
Neat. Okay, then. You feel the attunement stick. There's like this snapping a connection. And like somewhere on the boat, there's a sudden like yelp of surprise out of Kaede, and she like just awkwardly rubs her thighs, where she's got her own little Iversenestral tattoos.
Interesting.
Before, like perking up and looking around. And for a brief moment, Ceridwen, you'd swear you can hear soft snoring in a gentle musical voice before it goes quiet again.
Interesting. Alright, Sword. Thank you. I'll let you go to sleep now. Sorry I hit you. Going to take out one of those funeral shrouds I have, and I'm going to wrap it up nice and tight and stick it somewhere soft and comfortable in my bag. Because I can't really use it for anything. Gonna get you a nice blade someday.
There you go. It now has the weapon now has 1.5 secrets. It may well be intelligent, but currently it sleeps.
Sleep your sword. Tuck him in nice and tight.
Intelligent sword, intelligent sword.
Everyone likes intelligent sword.
Yeah.
We have the quest on it. Yeah,
The best kind.
it's true.
The bastard sword.
Well, what's its name? We were going to the Mander Isles first, remember?
Yep.
And
I mean,
then,
we ended last session in the Mander Isles.
Yeah, you
in the
actually
beginning.
technically
No,
already
it's-
arrived. This happened on the boat.
Yeah, this
We're
Well,
doing a
just mention it.
flashback scene. Woo!
Yes, with the whole get a blade to it. We already got most of the shit, or we just need to get back.
No, they did the groundwork on discovering what would be necessary.
Mhm.
But they haven't done that yet, like at all. They
No,
are
I know,
aware of
but we
what it'll take.
Yes, that's what I mean. Like, we need, once we're done here, we need to get back with the shit to
Yep.
get it done.
Yeah, soon's a long time when you live forever, I guess. So, now it is. You eventually get finished getting down or getting tatted and all of that goodness. And you arrive on the shore, and it's a short walk up a cold pathway in a hilly landscape to take you to Broken Tooth Village.
Munch some more cheese.
Oh boy.
Excellent.
Let's see.
Yes,
here.
it is Chub Mouse.
Cousins!
Yeah, I need to go see my sister. She should be somewhere in this town.
Yeah, of course.
Don't forget, you all have heating cloaks.
This is true. So, Broken Tooth Village is... I mean, it's always cold and dreary. That's what happens when a lot of the landscape is, like, obsidian. Like, it just doesn't... It's never really bright here. Of course, there's plenty of brightness and warmth from the individuals who live on Salamander Isle, considering they walk around with great big flames on their tail. As your group approaches, one particularly large salamander who has a long spear in one hand, covered in wicked barbed edges and some rather neat armor. Some of it appears to have been made of dragon scale, but the majority of it is chain and link. And with her are a couple of bow-wielding salamanders. They haven't got anything pulled on you, but they're looking you over as you approach the village with your gigantic motherfucker of a carriage. Similarly, they were probably a couple of carriages ahead of you guys with just foodstuffs and trade goods. Some of them half empty, so that they're probably going to pick shit up from here and then leave again soon. They check each carriage as it enters. They exchange a few words, shake hands, etc. And then they reach you guys.
I'll call out in Draconic. Hi, cousins.
Greetings.
She will squint.
Oh my god, you're so big.
You're even bigger than I am. Hi.
You didn't understand that.
No, that's just Carrie also saying that.
Yeah, she'll look amongst a lot of you. Yes, hello. She'll squint and sniff and look you all over again. Adventurers, I take it. Welcome to Broken Tooth Village. I am Shrenza, and it is a pleasure.
You're
Believe me, the pleasure's all ours for getting to meet you.
She will quirk a brow.
I'm Elloe Hauptmann, and I'll go around introducing.
Yes, you're welcome to speak common, please, and don't want to
Boo!
fail to include your friends.
But I never get to talk in Draconic.
She'll shrug. I apologize. I stand on the liberty of using common.
Thank you.
Is much appreciated.
How did you say your name was?
Shrenza Jaelith. And her tongue does a little side twisty thing as she pronounces it.
See, you just gotta wiggle your tongue like this.
Shrenza
Mm-hmm.
Shred.
Shrenza
Shrenza Xylus.
Yeah, Shrenz. Yeah,
Indeed.
nice.
Shrenza is fine. So is Lith, whichever you fancy. I am captain of the guard here of Broken Tooth Village. And I expect that you'll be all on your best behavior.
Of course.
Always.
All
I
right.
do have a question, though. I'm looking for my sister. She should be in the village. Goes by the name of Athena. Do you know where she normally would be?
Yes, Thena, the pale one. I believe she's probably experimenting on something or other in the Elder's cabin. And I'll have a scout point either way.
Oh,
Thank
hey.
you.
She's the youngest of our brood.
Okay. Oh, I see. You must be of the... You all look very different, I suppose.
I'm the eldest.
Okay. A pleasure.
It depends on who the sire is, gives you different palate, I suppose.
She'll slowly nod, pretending she understands.
You remember my mom, Jeanette? Blonde, thick, crazy.
Yes. Oh, yes, the surname, right. Yeah, no, I'm... She'll look at you with much more understanding now. Maybe some measure of pity.
Aww.
But I'm not crazy. I'm just dumb.
Aww.
I'm pretty sure every Hotman ever. It's I'm not crazy, I'm just smart, or I'm not crazy, I'm just dumb. The rest are just psychopath. Some kind of path.
No, it's fine. I'm not crazy. I just fight good.
Fair enough. Might I ask what business you have here in Broken Tooth, or is it merely to visit family?
We heard there
We're
were great
answering-
beasts.
We're answering
Yes.
your summons.
We
Oh,
heard
I
a
see.
rumor
Okay.
about great beasts. So I had to
Right.
come check it
I
out.
mean, they posted up a summons on the adventure board.
I mean, we didn't post anything personally, but I suppose someone did on our behalf. I'll have to thank whoever did that. She'll shrug a little.
Also,
Yes.
you see this tiny one? I'll just pick up Kellin. He wants to make maps, I think.
Yes.
Well, I don't think that you'll have much of interest at map here of this island. It's hills or it's flat. Everything is obsidian, and the trees don't really like to exist particularly well. And the weather is bad, especially the closer you are to the shores as you get close to the north. If you intend to map make, I'll warn you, others have tried and given up because it was either boring or unpleasant.
Hmm.
Oh, I wonder if I.
Well,
Well,
they just
if
haven't
you
met
think
Kellin
about
yet.
it, he's, if you haven't noticed, he's about 5 foot something. A
Yes.
mouse up here in
Yes.
the north.
Yes.
That
I mean,
doesn't
do be
make it-
careful. You look like you might lift off.
I know. No, I put on extra weight, so don't worry about me. Worry about him. He's actually much lighter.
Yeah, Kellen's got the larger ears, so she's looking at Kellen like a swift breeze will get an airborne.
Yes.
Is that a thing
No,
that
we-
happens?
So we
No.
should tie a rope around his waist, just in case.
Yeah, probably as you're getting closer to the northern shores. She
And
says
we'll
with like not
temporarily-
a single hint of irony or joking.
And we'll temporarily have a Kellin kite.
Kellin,
Yeah,
can I
they'll
fly
just
you?
swim.
No,
Squinted
that
that.
would be good. That would be
Squinted
good.
that,
because you can
too.
Scout.
That would actually be good for cartography, right?
Of course, yes, Kellen kite. You'll check
No
all of
offense,
it.
Kellin, but you might need to wear some rocks to weigh you down.
No, just tie yourself to me.
Squinted all of you.
I want to fly you. Come on, it'll be great. Come
Hey, at
on,
least I'm
Kellin.
not trying to fly you like the rest of these ones over here.
No, but
Appreciate
think
that,
about it,
Athia,
that-
but
Here, like, if we get some canvas and you hold it out and then you stick your ears up like that, if you can get some real altitude, you can see a lot further, and you can also scout.
Kellin is pretty fly for a mouse guy.
okay, damn it.
Everyone disliked that.
I can't wait for your improvised scouting checks with Kellen later on to avoid random encounters.
I just want to say,
Imagine
I
Kellin
want to pull
in
out my
a
face for
flying
my
squirrel
party of
suit.
retards.
It was his fault for making his ears so big in character creation. He can use them as runners.
But
Anyway,
yes, we're gonna invent a
we
fucking
were talking
flying
about
squirrel suit
great
and then slap
beasts.
it on Kellin.
Right.
Great
So,
beasts, huh?
Great beast. Where is it?
Where are they?
Um,
Do you use the plural?
Yes. Tell you what, please come inside, get comfortable, and we can explain in detail, or at least one of my girls can.
Do you have anyone in need of medical? I'm a doctor.
We tend to do well enough for medicine and shamans and clerics of our own. Well, less cleric, definitely closer to shamans. And one druid, indeed. We've been working on quite an interesting project. So I'm sure you'll notice it at some point in this town.
It's okay, Kinathis. Same thing happened to me last time when I brought my... I'm a doctor. We don't care. Oh.
Yep.
Keck.
I mean,
I'm interested
yeah, I
in
mean,
this project.
Yes, if you check on our alchemist, then I'm sure she'd have some. She'd be love to share. I'm sure just wave offhandedly.
I think I'll go on take a look at that then.
Yeah, she'll wave over one of her scouts, a cute individual wearing like a skirt, a bra, and like just a flappy cloak. Got a big bright tail flame and a quiver with arrows and a rather sharp-looking obsidian-tipped spear.
Oh my god, everyone here is so hot.
Literally and figuratively.
I know, right?
It's true. The scout will smile and guide you guys the rest of the way into Broken Tooth Village. And when you're there, you can see a plenty of, like... I mean, everyone here looks, like, young and vital as fuck. Like, they are the new generation. There is nobody technically old anymore. Like, the elders here, the scout will probably explain stuff to you. The elders here, they tend to hang around for multiple generations, but the last passing of the elders ended our previous elder's lifespan, and he was followed up by his apprentice, Torrentia. So please don't make fun of our elder for also looking, quite sensitive about that.
How old are they then?
She'll ponder. I don't know. We really only keep track by generation. Seasons are a bit muddy around here, where it stays dark most of the time, and is generally cold and miserable all the time. She'll just consider. No, couldn't tell you. A few decades?
And you?
And me, sorry?
Yes, you.
A
How
few
old are you
decades.
then?
Yeah, a few decades old.
Oh,
She'll shrug.
It's like-
Again, like I don't know, we ever really kept track. Like, a birthday isn't quite the same as, we have an elder cycle instead. But that is when we all just start feeling really old and want to have kids. Yeah, she's walking alongside your carriage. Does anyone have any other questions for her? Otherwise, she'll lead you up to, like, the elder's longhouse. Oh, sorry,
wait.
she'll lead you to the elder's house beside the longhouse.
Wait, so it takes a while before you get kids, or where are the kids?
Oh, we just don't have children until we're ready to raise them to be the next generation. That could be anywhere from hundreds of years from now. Probably, oh goodness, about 50 years apart for a generation is the average, but it depends how we're all feeling, honestly. We live in interesting times. As for not having children,
That's where you get Salamander style.
yes, we have local customs. That, yes.
I am eager to indulge. Ooh. Nope. Never mind. It's gone.
Okay.
Damn it.
She'll quirk her head strangely. And yeah, she will guide your carriage to a stop. I'm afraid we don't really have anywhere to park this thing. Hope you don't mind being, parked outside the longhouse.
I mean, didn't we buy this thing specifically so that it could keep the weather off? I think it'll be.
Yeah, it should be alright.
Yes, we just get this, starts getting all the setup and puts up the covering.
Cool. You begin interpenating the place into a house. It probably takes you
Yep.
about 30 minutes to get the whole set done if you actually do start on it now.
Mhm.
Yep. The scout will look pleased enough while you're starting to get the wagon nice and homely. She will walk up to the elder's door and give it a knocker, knocker, knocker. And when the elder comes out, she shares a few words, points at your wagon, and then leaves for the longhouse to presumably go drink or eat or something.
Yeah, this is the elder house that apparently has my sister in it, right? Or
Yes, apparently she's in there researching something or other.
yeah, I will follow up after Scout, and if the elder's still out, like see if my sister's actually inside, so I can have a little reunion and talk with her.
Yeah, sure. At the doorway to this home, you can smell just the random detritus of the arcane, smokes and incenses, and just this swear coffee bean smell. There is a young woman with bags under her eyes and stifling a yawn. As you're on the tail of the scout, so to speak. And when she leaves, it's just Athia, and it appears to be Elloe as well, stood there.
I assumed we were all going into the main building, except for people who were setting up that.
I was just
And-
planning to do a little one-on-one with my sister, but yeah, that's fine.
But it's the Elder Longhouse, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Literally led the entire party here.
Mhm.
Okay, well then, come on in then. Come on with me then. I'm not
Yeah,
stopping you.
see? Savin was gone. That's why Savin was here.
I literally
You're
typed
going in?
BRB.
Yeah.
And, like me, you assumed that we're all going to the Elder's Longhouse, right? Where the scout literally led. Yeah.
Sure. Athia just wanted to go ahead of you guys to say hi to her sister first, who was at this other longhouse,
Yeah,
and see what
Okay.
the confusion here is.
yeah,
I don't either.
I don't either. So why are we...
Okay, continuing on then. Yeah, you're first up to the door after following on the tail of the scout. Hi there. How may I help you, traveler?
Hi, my name's Athia. My sister Athena was said to be in here. Thought I could go and catch up with her.
Yes, if she's awake. I wasn't aware she had a sister. Well, there was another one,
Oh.
but she wasn't here long. Went off something.
She doesn't talk about me. That's sad. I thought we were relatively good.
She doesn't talk about anyone, but please, she's just right back there, and she'll step aside, still like fighting down a yawn. And you can see there's like a far at the back of the room a large table with a bunch of appears to be alchemical goodies. And yeah, so there is a curvy, pale, dragon-blooded individual. She's not really wearing much in the way of clothing. There's like a half top on and something to like just barely cover her modesty. And she is leant back and reading.
I will slowly walk up and give her a tap on the shoulder.
No, I'm fine. I don't need anything right now.
Oh, not even to catch up with your sister.
She'll blink a few times and slam a book shut before looking over her shoulder. Athia! I'm the
Hey.
damned. Hello there. I didn't expect to see you, like literally ever. Well,
Oh.
not for a long while. Probably at some point again, but you know what I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I get you. Wasn't exactly planning that much on coming over here to Salamander Isle anyway. Heard a rumor though, and thought I'd catch up since you're over here.
Sure. She'll look around for a place to sit before going. She'll pull a chair up somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just look over, find a chair from somewhere, bring it over, and sit down.
Yep.
So, what you been up to?
She like just flops her tail down into your lap and then starts just vomiting knowledge on you. Well, I'll try and keep it all happening vaguely at the same time. As she begins lore dumping on you about her experiments and all of the nerd shit she's been up to. If the rest of the party would like to approach the Elder, they're welcome to. Madeline, are you just heading straight to the Alchemist's place?
Yeah, I want to see this project.
Sure, okay. Let's see here. The Alchemist's place, if the Elder's house had smelt of like just magical bits and bobs, like the Alchemist's home is almost acrid. There is like this. There's a definite like smell of acids and a strange sugary sweetness. And when you go knocking on the door, you find that it opens up very much like a shop front, and you can see inside is well, it looks about half general store, half like alchemy surplus. On one shelf are a series of thin, like blown obsidian bottles that have like various potions in them. The labels are written in common, and then you've got little bracketed draconic beneath them. Stuff like potions of healing, potions of cold resistance, obviously the two most popular ones here. and some others which you can randomly roll for if you would like. But most impressively, in the corner of the room, it looks like there might have been some carved stone floor there before, but that has been dug away to reveal what might originally have been quite hard-packed earth, frozen cold, much like the ground around here usually is, but it has been turned over and treated and turned and treated over and over again, and it supports a tiny peach tree. It reaches about 3 foot up, and you can see that it has some plump, juicy-looking peaches on it.
Ooh.
Oh.
You're not
That's in the
here.
Alchemist place, right?
Yeah, this is in the Alchemist place. She has her elbows resting on a counter. Hi there, stranger.
Hello. That's your project I have heard about?
Her flamey tail will swish in pseudo excitement. Yes, absolutely.
Interesting. I was wondering how you survive here on this island with such almost nothing, no space to grow anything with all this.
Like a neat grain and trade.
How did you get it to grow?
Oh, goodness. With a lot of hard work, different chemical combinations, different combinations for fertilizers, a little bit of magic, and a lot of luck, frankly. I'm still trying to get it reliable enough to grow outside of, the enclosed space I've got it in. But it's definitely coming along.
It must be hard with the climate.
Yes, the soil quality is, for want of a better phrase, completely shit and worthless. Not to mention the fact that outside it is so blustery and windy and cold that trees die, which is, not good.
I think I might be able to help. I might actually be able to help you with that somewhat. If you, I am a cleric of life, and I could, if a space was cleared of this obsidian, I could bless the ground and improve the soil fertility.
Oh, goodness, I wouldn't say no to those kinds of efforts, not at all. I feel like you'd be hard-pressed. The whole place is, can you detect magic? She's, asking you dead on.
I'm pretty sure that's on the clerics, but
I don't actually remember.
I don't remember either, and I'm going to check that real quick.
I'll look it up for you, you jerk.
I've got it right here. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But I was literally right there.
Yeah, it's on the cleric list.
It is. I could, yeah.
Well, give it a go. And you'll probably discover that all of the land here is at least innately semi-magical, so it's kind of resistant to a lot of the treatment and work that's been done on them. It's been like a slow, repeated effort, frankly, to get it working at all.
Well, I might fight back then if I were to try and bless it.
I would recommend trying and starting small, otherwise you'll probably find it gets really expensive really quickly.
Well, it is for a wide area of about 100.
100 feet, huh?
It's for blessing a field.
I see. Her tail will swish and she will ponder. Tell you what, she will rummage around in her pockets and she pulls out a little pouch and will slide over 10 silver. If you can hand this off to one of our scouts, ask her to find you a reasonable spot and you can give it a go. I certainly won't say no.
I think it would be worth a try, yes. Especially if you can find a way to make the plant, the crops withstand the weather.
Yeah, they'll know vaguely what to look for if you tell them.
Okay. I'll inform one of your scouts then and see about finding an appropriate location.
My thanks, and heck, if your spell goes off without a hitch, tell you what, I will give you some of my own goodies free of charge, because frankly, this sounds like the kind of thing that would speed my research and work up along by decades. Frankly.
Well, that would be good. That would be good. I'm sure your people would greatly appreciate being able to grow their own crop.
Yes. Keep trying to steal my peaches.
I'm sure they do. May I?
I mean, you're welcome to. I'll give you the same warning I gave all of them. I have no idea what they would do to someone when they're eaten, because they've been grown magically, and I don't have a way to test them yet.
Oh. They're magical fruit.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were magically grown. That is to say, like, I can't just... Turns out that you can't just identify fruit. I don't really know exactly what it'll do.
It's just a fruit. What could possibly happen? It's just a fruit.
She'll shrug. I ate one just to make sure that it wasn't, like, straight up poison. And
Something
I didn't
happened?
die, but, you know, felt tingly. That's about it. But at the same
Tingly,
time,
is it?
this tree has been treated more since then, and I have no idea what might happen. Eat the peach.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Do it.
I will take the peaches and take a bite.
I mean,
If
if
this-
there was only somebody who could, identify it.
She
or-
literally
just
said
literally
identify
just said
doesn't
can't
work
do
on
that.
it.
Yep. She's just said identify doesn't work on it. In the same context, you cannot cast identify on a living person to figure out how magical this wizard is.
Man, that's lame. You should be able to identify a wizard.
You can't. You cast identify on a wizard, and he just tells you everything in his spell book before rubbing his head. Like,
And what if
what the fuck
what if
did I
you
just
were-
do?
Yeah.
What if you enchanted a monocle with a detect magic spell? They could read the magic level of a wizard.
Yo, but like, what if I could become a +1 person too? Then I'd be magical. You could
+1
identify me.
Yeah, I do feel like casting identify on a wizard is in the same headspace as being a +1 dude.
I don't know,
Just
Scout.
another
I've
one.
I
actually
got what you were
met,
getting at.
I've actually met +1 dudes in real life before. They're pretty great.
Well, yeah, of course. They have drugs usually.
Yeah, they're called.
Does that mean you have like a
I'm not
+1 to
conjoined
do
twins.
everything, like all of your skill checks?
The dude's
Yeah.
name, and I shit you
Stuff
not,
like a
was
bard?
literally Tom Green, and he showed up to a beach party one time, not only with a cooler full of carne asada for the party, but just bags and bags of weed. He was a great guy. He was like my favorite guy. He was like fucking 62.
That does sound pretty cool.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you take a bite, and the peach is juicy and sweet and delicious. It tastes like a peach,
All
Yum, yum,
tastes
yum.
good.
and your tummy feels warm and tingly, but you don't feel any adverse effects. But hey, would you like to give me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, sure.
Hee
don't fail it. Oh
Yeah.
no,
Boy.
okay.
Yay! All right. Roll me 1d4. Okay. Your horns and tail grow 1 inch.
Does it make the cartoon sound of whoop?
You probably just like feel a little bit itchy at like the base of where your horns are, and like just I suppose like a tickly tail. And yeah, you might not even notice originally that they're both an inch longer.
I'm probably not gonna notice.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't feel very different. Some tingle.
Did you know my +1 human is sentient? She'll shrug. Yeah, I had tingling too. And she'll just with confusion, rub one of her ears, and I mean, it looks a little bit longer than most salamanders' ears, but if anything, she doesn't notice anything.
Just one.
No, both of her ears, they've gotten a little bit longer. Well, they look a little bit longer than the average salamander fins. But yeah, you could. How do you check yourself? Insight, I guess. How do
Before
you
you
check
wreck
yourself
yourself.
before you wreck yourself? Yes.
Sure.
Oh, okay. No, when you're like, oh, the base of my horns are tingly and my tail tickles, you like run your hands along them, and just innately your fingers don't taper off at the end where you expect them to, and they slide up. And you're like, oh, well, shit, Baron. It appears to be an inch longer.
I think it made my horns bigger.
Huh? You're kidding. I wasn't paying attention before. She'll squint and look you over. Maybe. Yeah, I could see that, I think. Just shrug. I should be careful if these peaches make people grow.
Yeah.
I will have to find animals that like eating peaches. Or a villager with, who likes money more than they like being short.
Hmm.
Somebody go tell Ceridwen so I can finally be a large-sized creature.
Please do not eat 3 peaches. Then again, you have to fail your con saves, and I don't see that fucking happening.
That's
I
a
can
very
voluntarily
specific
fail.
number there. 3 peaches.
You can't really voluntarily fail a Constitution save. That's just how you're.
And yeah, that is a very arbitrary number that I would announce 3 peaches. It's almost like when I thought of this thing, I was like, what happens if Savin just decides Ceridwen wants to eat peaches? Well, she'll have to get through 3 of them.
Wow, so delicious.
Yorm, yorm, yorm.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go find a scout and tell them what the alchemist told.
Peaches.
Yeah, let's quickly just make our squeaklings both medium-sized creatures.
No, we're never
We
talking
are
about the
medium-
peaches.
that's-
They are medium.
Not in my
sized
heart,
creatures.
you're not.
But all their clothes will explode.
I see
And
no issue with this. But Kellen's happy with this.
Also, gonna put this one out there in everyone's headspace. Peaches is one of the funnest fruits to say loudly.
Yes.
Loudly. Like, if you have to pick a fruit name to shout, peaches is basically up there in making you look like a psychopath but not being able to stop grinning. Definitely
We
more so than
found-
shouting apricot. The person who shouts apricot is the person that you put in prison.
We found Scout's safe word.
What? No, you're not supposed to be smiling when you use a safe word. You really want your safe word to be as unsexy as possible, and the vagina fruit is not a way to go about it.
yeah,
Clearly, inhalation aerosol.
That would be Batman shock repellent. So she shout, and you're like, alright, the sex is officially over. Okay. Yeah,
That's
you can
Kina's safe-
exchange some niceties with the alchemist. She'll give you some cash and ask you to pass that on to a scout, and they'll go looking for some land for you to try and fertilize. You fertilize Mother Earth's sweet crevices. And then later everyone's gonna plow them, her fertile mounds.
man, that sounds like what I should do later to her.
That shouldn't amuses me. So, the rest of you are, Maddie's probably going to wrap up finishing the wagon soon.
So
There's
while
a moose
we're
chicken
doing,
hanging around.
Well, it takes.
I'm gonna go up
It
to the
takes
roof.
half an hour, you said.
Yep. The others can
Oh,
help
so
you,
I'm
though,
gonna
to make it real
make it
quick.
Oh, I'm not helping.
Nobody's
I'm doing
helping
something
me.
right now.
They all fucked off.
They did all fuck off, didn't they?
I just went to the front of the carriage and started petting the moose, and also casted a spell because I'm a wizard.
What did you cast
I
on the
don't-
moose?
Speak with animals.
Oh no.
Who's a good moose?
Come on, Scow. Give us Mr. Ed. Oh, you
Why,
deserve.
hello there. I'm a good moose.
Oh, no.
Yes, good.
How's it going? You're a very attractive and nice person.
You didn't have to go with Bullwinkle. You really didn't.
You are also attractive.
She absolutely had to go with Bullwinkle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Do you want me to scratch the base of your horn?
Of course I would. I would love everyone to. You are so talented and smart.
Yes. I am so glad I'm a powerful wizard.
I don't know how often Hedrah has been exposed to the canon, where everyone in Savin's land, they speak street. In mine, all of them, by force, add just like compliments about the person they're talking to. They just always do.
This is the first time, so
Yeah.
Yes, good. Do you want some feed? I bet you want some feed.
Well, of course, I would love some feed. You're so smart.
I know, and so are you. And this is going to continue on for like 10 minutes where you just see Elloe grunting and like flipping at a fucking moose.
Yeah, and the moose grumbles and flips back. And yeah, no, I feel like there should be some kind of like save for fixing a bad day that you're having by casting Speak with Animals and just having a chat with one for a while. You just leave it fucking glowing with positivity.
I mean,
Okay.
aren't the rest of you helping our poor tiny mouse to set up the carriage?
nope.
I have no ability
They
to
all
help.
fucked up. I repeat, they
Yeah.
all fucked up.
They
I
all
had no
fucked
idea
up.
the mouse even needed help.
Yeah, I had no
She
idea. that
didn't, but it
was
would
setting up
speed the
carriage
whole
like
job
that.
along, so it wouldn't take her a half hour.
I had no idea she was doing anything at all to begin with.
That's true.
Yeah.
You were AFK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, you saw Maddie like starting to put up the carriage to make it a homely living space. Do you help her? There's certainly a lot of bits that being a very tall doggo would help out with.
Okay.
Sure, it goes from a 30-minute job to a 15-minute job. Guess what happens when you add even more people? It's real quick when a whole party works together, but, you know, it's fine. 15 minutes is certainly a lot shorter.
I'm meesing.
Yeah. Yeah, while you're doing this, you can just see Elloe having a moose talk with the moose.
Just gonna like throw a rock at her. There's a little tiny pebble.
I don't think she even
It turns
notices.
out to be a really big boulder.
The tiny
Does
pebble
Elloe
for
make-
you is like
Now,
head size.
Yeah.
the question I want to know is, does Elloe make moose noises?
Isn't
That's
that
the
how
moose.
talk to? Isn't
That's
that
how
how
talk
speak
to
animals work?
animals works.
It's
Yeah,
just
she's
you-
moosing. She is in fact making moose noises at the moose.
Yes.
Good. Very good.
I'm gonna open up moose noises. Oh wow, 10 hours of moose sounds. Okay, it's a long conversation to make you feel better.
Before we go in to meet the elder, I'm just gonna go back to everyone. We have a very nice moose. Very friendly.
All animals are friendly. They're the best.
Thanks. Now help us finish the stupid whatever we're doing.
You look like you're already done.
No, it's gonna be at least 5 more minutes. Come on.
You got to put up extra wind braces and make sure that everything is nice and strapped down and tightened up. Pegs are in their places because it gets windy as shit.
Ooh, pegs.
Mm-hmm. You're a master at slamming those into, you know,
Holes.
holes. Yeah. Bap. And yeah, you guys can be done in 5 minutes. You know, Kaidi is a good girl. She'll help you out.
Yay. So it really only took like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
Alright, once that's done, I'm gonna go find Trenza.
Sure. She would have been at the front of the gate, although she's possibly now like not directly at the gate because the carriages have stopped coming through now.
Yeah, once she doesn't look like she's super busy anymore, I wanna just go up to her. Just kind of clear my throat and wag at her.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Not a problem. You're welcome to do so. Let's see here. Kellin, what are you doing?
I don't know. I think I'm mapping out the town.
Okay, sure. Pull out a fresh sheet and start walking around for a town map. Give me a cartography test. We'll find out how long it takes you in general. Cool. Alright then. And streetwise.
Streetwise?
Yep.
That's not a skill.
It's not a skill.
Well,
not
it
a skill.
isn't. I'm more of a, like, what the fuck do I choose for streetwise?
Survival?
No?
Intelligence?
no.
Just raw-ass intelligence. Maybe investigation actually would work.
Ooh, investigation. That's a. You
Just
can
add to your roll.
Add 6 to that for 19.
Sure, it'll take you like a half hour to get the outskirts, like the outside of the village done. Like sitting down and actually drawing it will take you a while longer. You're pretty sure making a full map of this village would take you 3 hours, and you have a real nice one.
Nice. Yep. Well, in the meantime, this is just a rough sketch then.
Sure, yeah, and so you can. It'll take you not too long just to do the outskirts of the village and just like the lines of where buildings should be, so you can work on it later properly.
Woo.
Okay. So Ceridwen is going off to wagtail at the giant Manda lady.
Yeah. Trying to get her attention.
Yeah. Do you want Kaede's company, or are you going?
No, I'll just go by myself. That's fine. She can go,
Of course.
do trader things. Carrie doesn't care.
Sure. She will tippy toe and give you scratches, and then I guess go head off to the Alchemist / general store. Cool. All right. Madeline, you return from your errands. Athia is deep in conversation with Diner about nerd grade stuff that possibly goes over the blue-head Borka's head, so to
I
speak.
mean, I'm actually pretty smart. I've got 17 intelligence.
Goes
Okay.
over my head.
Yeah, alright, so Madeline, you turn up and these fucking dorks are talking about dork shit. While you, the Chad cleric, continue on unabated.
Yes, because the Shad Cleric actually can walk around.
This is true. Yeah, they're talking about nerdy stuff. That leaves Elloe. Maddie, you going to talk to the Elder?
I have no idea why we should talk to the Elder. People are probably just
Should
talking
have
the shit at her.
No one's actually stood and had a full conversation about them with them.
I haven't done anything yet.
That's what I said. Like, I'm sure you're going to. Is Maddie going to join in as well? Because she'd be the person to ask about this great beast business.
No, let me go alone. It'll be excellent.
Well, I'm the one that's gonna have to carving it up, so yeah, I should probably go talk to her.
Sure.
That's the thing. I even got specially magical tool for it.
Excellent.
Now I have to talk in common like a pleb.
The other will squint. If anything, we appreciate it. Otherwise, we speak Draconic all day.
But it's the opposite of where I come from.
Understandable. I'm sure if you relax in the Longhouse later and have some drinks and food, you'll have plenty of opportunities to practice your conversation on Draconic.
I only ever had one other person to talk to it with, and even she didn't come from, like, you know, a place that speaks it naturally, so I'm sure that my adjectives are way.
Well, everyone would be happy to help you, and I'm sure that they'll be glad to teach you. And she, like, yawns again. At some point along by this point, she has made herself a cup of hot bean water to make brain go good.
Oh, right. Elder cousin. You, well, someone posted a thing where you wanted something dead.
Yes, some things dead, that is quite correct. You would call them great beasts. Around here, they're just, well, beasts. Goodness knows they come in.
What is a great beast to you, then? Are they even bigger?
Yes, very much so.
I never want to leave.
And she will describe... I guess we'll go through them all step by step, as it were. There are some quite unpleasant burrowing creatures. Originally, this isn't a problem. Scouts and fighters can handle them in their limited numbers when they range out too far and actually begin to pose a threat. But recently, they've been in much greater numbers, just making it harder as well to hunt for forest game. The monsters that range out aren't quite as edible as the things that they like to eat, which is a bit of a problem for us. Otherwise, we just increase the numbers of, well, the hunters and just eat them, I suppose. But it's not really working out too well.
Just pull out a small notepad. Evil wormies. Got it. Where are
I didn't describe them as worms.
they? Dig in the ground. Worms dig in the ground.
They do. These things are creatures made of teeth with multiple arms. They hide in the dirt and push themselves upwards.
Sounds awesome. Which cardinal direction are they in?
To the north and east, there should be a cliffside that originally they didn't go beyond. They have been showing up there, however, now. Instead of sticking to the lower lands. We have our assumptions that something is pushing them out of the lower lands, but that would indicate a great beast, as we call them, which means if it's there, then it's probably a beast some 30 foot tall.
30 feet! Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, she'll
Sorry.
furrow her brow.
All the better to stab it. Hey, Maddie, you're
Okay,
writing all this
so-
down too, right?
Hmm.
So what do these wormy... Sorry. What do these burrowing things with teeth generally look like?
She just told us.
Yeah, she described it as arms and teeth, but she will walk over to one of her cupboards and pulls out. Let's see here. Yeah, there's probably enough paper that they get from Jade to actually have had someone draw it. I will drag a token of it over so that you can see it. Let's see here. GM layer and there, one of these very unattractive fellows. Congratulations to anyone who actually knows what this creature is. Don't spoil it, however.
Wait,
But
is this
it only
from
looks like a
D&D?
person that lives off Olive Garden.
It looks like it's from VTMB.
Nope, it is a D&D monster.
Yeah, more like Planescape.
But in VTMB, there were these horrible things that Shamisi would make. They look exactly like that. They're basically arms with.
Yeah, no, these things have like multiple legs too. Like they stand on 4 legs that walk as well on the ground. But yeah, no,
Cool.
they are creatures in the D&D book, and they can sense treasure.
Nice.
They
So,
what?
Pretty fucking dope.
What do you mean
They can sense. They have literally an olfactory sense called treasure sense.
So, is that the only great beasts around here? Or are there more?
These are the normal beasts. These are the ones that have been ranging out too far. We don't know what great beast it is that is scaring them out of their environment or forcing them to relocate.
So, smack down these guys and find out whatever's making them run?
Yes, that would be what we appreciate. We have gold from trade that we're willing to pay for such a thing, but at the same time, I imagine the various bits and pieces of them are more valuable to them than the sum of metal we have to our hands.
Let Maddie deal with like the gold and metal and trinkets and stuff like that. I just want to stab something really big.
Fair enough. She will look to Maddie. Does this sound acceptable to you, miss? You're welcome to any and all of their parts, and I'm sure you'll make a lot more money than we could pay you outright. If you need equipment before venturing forth, of course, we're happy to give you that kind of thing free of charge, just when you're going out to fight monsters on our behalf.
Wait. Do they have any particular weaknesses you know of? Are they afraid of fire?
Let's make a check for
That
her.
they burrow? Does that mean like they have to listen to footsteps?
Well, they could just feel our footsteps, I think.
Yes, I don't know that they hear in a traditional sense. And one moment, let's make a for her. Yeah, okay. They are capable of, passing through terrain that is obsidian, non-magical, unworked earth and stone and glass. They can just pass through that all at generally the same pace they walk.
So, kind of like a bullet?
They're very resilient to equipment's non-magical. But you're all adventurers. I suspect that part isn't an issue for you. In the past, we used to have to use alchemical arrows to fend them off, and that gets expensive.
I'm not sure if any of our wizards have the ability to do anything to ground. So they aren't particularly afraid of fire. I said ground.
They do not appear to have a fear or weakness to, but we've harmed them with fire in the past, sure.
Okay. Well, I was thinking because they're from underground, they come up into the light of day and we whack fire in their faces, they might... Never mind.
Unlikely. They're trap hunters, they generally rest feeling for tremors, but they would have eyes up to the sky, as it were, pretty much all the time. But considering they can hunt in the night as well, she'll shrug. It's probably quite good vision.
I don't know if all of our party can see in the dark. Might want to do it during the day.
That'd be Kellin cannot.
We should fight them during the day. Alright. Thanks for your help.
Well, here's the thing. If they're listening for vibrations and stuff like that, I could do some things and just, send, explosions into the ground.
Yeah, this is theory crafting for the fight. I just wanted to get all the information we could out of the... Which we have.
Oh. Do they like something specifically, or do they like this one that eats everything?
They will consume meat, and recently they have been doing so instead of digging into deeper portions to find igneous ores and rocks that they like. They like money. They like gems and jewels and precious metals. All of that. The richer, the finer. That's their main go-to.
Holy shit! We could just throw gold, have them pop out, kill them, and take our gold.
Not an unreasonable idea.
We could just do this. We could also... Here's an idea. Why don't we catch one and then tame it? And then we got a treasure-sniffing dog for the mainland.
I don't think something like that will let you tame it.
She'll squint a little. I don't know. I think that's the kind of thing you have to get their young for, and I'm pretty sure they bury those very, very far under the ground.
Only one person.
Do they eat treasure or do they hoard treasure?
Eat, and then hoard some. Like a winter storage, hibernation style.
There's only one person that controls great beasts, and Mom's not anywhere around here.
No, but these are not great beasts. These are just beasts.
They're great beasts to us, not great beasts to them.
Your fist can be very persuasive.
But she just said they're great beasts to us, but not to them. Because they have even greater beasts here.
Yes, they are all still innately magical monstrosities that came from times unknown, and we still don't really know their origin. Especially considering we're our own island. I don't even think that we were connected to the original landmass.
Mom says they were born from an egg and an onion beyond time. Which honestly smells bad.
Well, wasn't it Maddie just pops her jacket open and shows her brand new set of butcher's tools specifically designed for great beasts?
She will slowly nod. I mean, those tools look useful, certainly. We have similar equipment here, but not quite so fancy looking.
I can draw out designs for you. That'll make better for usage.
We don't really do any smithing here ourselves. We get it all by trade. The designs may or may not be appreciated, but there's very little working with it that we could do.
Oh, you want me to make some for you? I'm a smith.
Yes, yes. We'd absolutely buy a set off of you.
Well, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you very, very much.
Indeed, and as I said before, if you're looking to practice your draconic, there's a longhouse with drink and food. I'm sure you'll find it very enjoyable.
That is where I'm going right now. Thank you very much. Bye.
Go
She
forth,
will-
Elloe, and just waves Elloe out, and then just turns back to the elder. Okay, so what histories or legends or stories about great beasts for you guys do you have?
Okay. She is their elder. She's a new elder, admittedly, but she was taught by the previous one. In the last campaign, she was apprenticed to Ranger. Which means she was taught a lot of old legends and even the precious hints of budding new legends. Let's see here. Traditionally, this place was a living space for dragons. Like, there are still old cave networks down in the deeper parts. And this is infamously where the first dragon ever landed and lived. This land is said to have been turned scorched obsidian by its great breath across this place. That rendered it so inhospitable for many. So that's our obvious go-to, a great dragon. And that would certainly scare all these basic bitch boys out in a way, but... Let's see here. There is the bleak spider, which was an old creature that made a nest in one of the tallest of their hills, but that's the opposite direction to where all these critters are all popping up. Let's see here. Roll me a d3.
You're rolling a d3.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
She will also tell you of a creature known as the Obsidian Worm. A towering beast, like one long worm with arms passing all the way down its body. One might almost think it was a centipede, except like very definitely arms and not legs along this thing, and it eats through the ground. But that thing has been quiet for a long while and generally was thought of as a semi-intelligent creature. But it's definitely big and threatening, and it's in that direction.
So there is a worm.
Yeah.
okay, so something spooked them from their area or pushing them out.
Correct.
Do you have any? And the general big black worm?
Indeed, yes. The Obsidian Worm is the only one in the area, and as I said, it was thought of as semi-intelligent. It never bothered us before.
Now that's a question. What else do you know about it?
Basically nothing. I said, like, it's been so uninvolved in us, like not a single member of our generation has seen it.
Oh,
And even the previous
okay.
generation may have known of it by rumor.
okay. Then, how about this? Which one is most known to you then? Which one has had most conflict or anything like that with you?
That would be the dragons. We still saw one in the last and our current generation, but that thing,
Okay.
you'd know if it were here. because they're massive
Yes.
and blot out the sky. And they haven't been seen in a month at least. Like no figures have taken wing around here.
Okay, so then
It is a
we
mystery.
can exclude them. Yeah, so then we can exclude dragons from being the one that's pushing them.
Indeed. And at which point she will guide you to a much more comfortable looking seat. And she lifts her tail and then rests over the armrest so it can't scorch anything. There is a pot of coffee there to decide if you'd like, and she will happily have sit down and chat with you about the beasts about.
And Maddie just gets out a block of cheese with big old, like, fatty goat cheese
Yeah.
there. Just
She will.
munch.
Your cheese. She tries her like absolute hardest not to grin because it's probably pretty adorable. She'll do all of her smiling behind the coffee cup between sips.
You have to put on some weight, it's really cold up here.
I see. Well, luckily our homes are probably quite warm. As are our people.
Yes.
We like hugs. I'm sure you could go and ask for a little hug company.
Well, that's good here, but if we're gonna go out there, there's not gonna be a lot of hugging.
That's true.
That's where you're wrong. You and Kellin can
Well,
both
yeah,
just
why do-
ride inside of Carrie's armor and get permanent hugs.
Well, we did set up the caravan so that it would be much more comfortable.
Yep. Yeah, you won't be taking
Okay.
any exposure risk while you're traveling unless you really fuck up some rolls.
Yeah, the top of the
'Cause
carriage
you
just
are, in
gets
fact,
lifted
prepared.
off by a dragon and carried off.
No, I've already abducted a whole carriage full of people with a dragon before. That would be remiss of me to do it twice. Especially since the place they abducted you to was here.
Yeah, it's
It
a
would be-
much
it would be
shorter, easier route
an
for them.
unduction.
No, they just
What's
pick
the
us
word
up here
again?
and take us like 30 feet and plop us down like, here, this is your quest now. Also, yeah, we all have nice little heating cloaks that Athia was nice enough to make for us.
I'm sure
They can
you'll
double
have
as a blanket.
advantage on saves against like illnesses related to the chill.
Brr.
Brr. Yeah, okay. And now, Ceridwen, you've gone up to Shrenza, and she is eyeing you curiously when your tail wagging so hard it's like shifting your hips.
Yeah, and Carrie's just gonna stand there until she's like acknowledged.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long. She like observes you like a little bit up and down before smiling and turning to you. Hello again. Is there anything that I can help you with?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope you're not self-conscious about your height like I am, but you're like the biggest person I've ever met. And I love wrestling people, but everyone on the mainland's a tiny pussy man and won't wrestle me. And you're the captain of the guard, so you're probably tough. Will you wrestle me, please?
Give me a persuasion check.
Yes.
You can take my advantage if you don't have it.
No, I'm going to save that for the actual wrestling. Persuade.
Yeah, the
Oh
actual
my! I
wrestling.
forgot that. I forgot about your charisma.
Yeah.
Your
I forgot
enormous charisma.
that I have a 21 charisma.
She will smile and go, "Oh, well, very well then. Please,
Yes.
I assume you don't want to do so in the hard obsidian dirt.
No.
It would get in your fur."
Yeah, that'd probably suck a lot.
Yeah, she will take you to a guardhouse. It's not as large as the longhouse, but the floor is at least made of fire-resistant lichen, so that indeed Manders can do things like train and practice without setting fire to wooden floors or like cracking and damaging stone. And my voice is cutting out. Awesome. I fucking hate the spring.
Water.
Yeah, no, I'm literally between sips and it's just not doing anything at this point. I won't go massively long because I'd like to have any kind of voice left. But we'll get you through Manderland and moved on.
Can I ask?
No, absolutely not. I'm not trading one discomfort for a different one. And I have meds, so I'm not uncomfortable at all in any way. Like, I'm not sneezy or sniffly. It's just, my voice is giving out because of pollen and all that. But I'm not suffering any otherwise nasty side effects. So, let's see here. She will escort you to the guardhouse. There are a couple of other salamanders around. Most of them appear to be training.
You're just smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, Shrenza will, she'll remove her, scale and ring and splint mail and all that lot, and put it to the side.
Step out of my armor.
She will pause. That's a very neat trick right there.
Yeah, my friends made it for me special. It's really cool because it can fight for me on my behalf if I ever get knocked out. I'll just keep on swinging.
Does sound incredibly useful, yes. And then, yeah, she will pretty much just throw on a shirt and has some underwear. And now I have to check and see if she's packing anything extra. Let's check in the old box. I'm actually pretty sure I had her token details in it because Shrenza was Captain of the Guard in that one as well.
Clearly, she has a huge sheeness.
She good welding. It's a chance to sip for more. She is, in fact, a herm.
Neat.
So yeah, she's probably got a slightly longer skirt so that, she's
Bulge Queen.
No. She probably tucks in her armor and wears a skirt outside of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. She will stretch a little bit. You can hear some joints click and pop. She'll wiggle as there's like a head to toe thing, and when it's right down to the nerves, and the tail even does a little wiggle around at the end before she straightens herself out.
Kara mimic it as much as she can, despite not having the same prehensileness of the tail.
Yeah, you just end up tail wagging more.
Wag, wag, wag.
Excellent. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go with initiative. We'll see who actually, gets in there first.
Okay. Oh boy. Gee, I wonder who.
You could roll high and I could roll low.
No.
Or no, exactly what we expect to happen would happen.
It's better than I expected for me.
Yeah, no, not bad. And you are immediately rushed into as you're bracing yourself for impact. And yeah, I'm gonna make an athletics test against you. Oh no, she must be skidding because that is not a good test.
No, let me show you how it's done. Damn.
Barely.
For most people who come charging at you, you can basically put your shoulder into it and then flip them over you. But she's just so much fucking bigger that you only just really barely stagger her past you.
Yeah, I just go skidding back on my heels 5 feet. Oh, that normally stops people dead in their tracks. Oh, this is great. Yeah, come at me.
All right, your turn. How do you approach it?
All right.
The onus is on you to roll whatever, and I'll contest it.
I'm just gonna try and grab her head under my arm and just suplex her.
All right, you have disadvantage. She is a lot bigger than you for suplexing.
All right, inspiration it is. Huh. Damn it.
Nope.
Still
Okay.
20.
No, it's not. It counts at disadvantage.
Oh, right.
All right. Your athletics checks are actually higher than hers. So, oh wait, no. Okay, so you try for the suplex, but all it does is get you a stomach full of you're being used like a horn rest, and she just sort of starts slowly standing up. If you don't let go of her, she's going to have you in the air.
All right.
It's
Fine.
reverse suplex.
I will just have to twist and roll and spin away.
Sure. And as you touch down on the ground, let's go with making you do a dexterity check might be in my favor. She is going to try and snake a tail under your feet as you land.
Oh no. Alright. I should have saved my inspiration for this. Oh no, I can't
shit.
win.
I
Never
roll
mind.
real good. You literally can't win.
You can try for a nat 20. Nope.
No. Ah!
Alright. And it is your turn. You're on the ground, though, so you'll have disadvantage to what you do unless it's some kind of weird ground game.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna try and, like, put both legs between hers and spread them open to knock her on her ass. Yeah.
Alright. It sounds like raw athletics again.
There we go.
Shoot.
Back on my game. Yeah.
Yep. She doesn't lose by a lot. She does go onto her ass, but she lands in a somewhat sitting position. Let's see here. I mean, making you do dex checks is absolutely in her favor, but that seems against the spirit of wrestling. She will attempt to dive on you and pin you down.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Ooh.
It is her who gets pinned.
Yeah, she dives on you to pin you, and how do you turn it around? Because it seems like you win.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let her just dive on me, but I'm so much stronger that it's just a flip and then straddle.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess
There
that's...
is a whooping and a cheering from the Salamander girls and guy watching. There's like one dude. He's pretty muscular and handsome and such, but a lot of them seem to keep leaving for the mainland. It's weird.
Yeah! Whoa! Oh wow, I didn't think I'd win. Oh, that was so much fun. Thank you so much. Ah.
It is very much my pleasure. And she will smirk and stretch from where she is before pausing and attempting to reach around you to like shuffle her skirt down that's now starting to lift.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask, like, if I'm sitting on her, do I,
Like
Yes.
you're probably a little bit too far up to feel anything pressing against you because she's taller
But
and
the
you would have had to
tail,
been
though.
further up. Your tail, yeah, you're right. Yeah, your tail would notice. It's
Thump,
starting
thump.
to bap against something.
Thump, 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 thump.
Yep, this is now an entirely different kind of squirming.
Oh god.
Get that cursed thing out of here.
Yeah, alright, no.
You lose it. It's a shame you already spent your inspiration because I would have taken it away from you.
Alright, no. Carrie must do it. She must. Oh, well, what's this?
Alright, Shell, you want to give me a persuasion check?
Yes. Oh, yeah!
Wow.
Alright, sure. She will, unless you stop her again, roll you over and take you down to Brown Town, Salamander style.
Whoa, right here in Oh, God!
Yep. There is more whooping and cheering from the assorted, and they seem perfectly happy to watch this all happen.
Oh no, poor Carrie. She's so embarrassed.
Oh no.
Oh
Gallons
no.
of hormones.
Oh well.
Yeah, oh no, my gallons of hormones. Oh no.
Mm.
There's nothing I can do to stop this. It's just out of my hands entirely. Oh, but if only I
Poor
could
Savin.
do something.
Also, that fucking gif is great.
That's pretty good.
I
Fucking Whisker Perfect and Mr. Zigglesworth. The bring down.
I feel so bad for Savin being taken to Pound Town by a giant salamander redhead.
I know, it's just fucking disgusting. 0 out of 10. Just so sad.
Mm.
My fetish.
Oh, well.
My fetish. She
No.
just screams into the mat. She's taken.
Well, there's no better time or place to lose Carrie's virginity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boom.
It's adorable.
Whoosh.
I liked whoever it was who had like all those cats fighting gifs and did them all to fucking just JoJo sounds. Like, I'll admit that was pretty good. But yeah, you will get to have yourself a gay old time. You want to give me a con save to see how you cope? It's
Oh
a big
yeah.
gal.
It's a big girl, but
You are a tough lady.
I'm tough.
You are a tough lady. All right, your dogs are in fact not barking by the time you are done.
Can't feel my legs, but that's a good feeling.
Yep. When Trenzer is done, she will, clean herself off and wipe away any sweat. Give you a little old swat and head on out. That was a good loss by her part. She's happy to have lost.
Yeah.
Because really she won.
Well,
Yeah.
Champion of the
at
arena.
least we know.
That-
At least we know Ceridwen here is very successful. She has been in a Forrest Gump movie because both Ceridwen and Lieutenant Dan can't feel their legs.
Oh. Yeah, but good luck carrying Ceridwen anywhere.
So, do we find out anything interesting from Thina in the various talks? I feel like we waited long enough to go for more of this.
Yeah, sure. Give me an Arcana test.
Okay. Let's see here. I get advantage because I have a tool proficiency that goes with it. So, 23.
Sure. Okay, so you spend some time nerding it up. Madeline arrives. At some point, she's handed off a cup of coffee. Eyes glaze over as you two nerd it up extensively. And she will describe originally she came up here because she'd been told that it was a lot of, sexy, barely dressed women, and that seemed like basically pretty much some top tip business.
Yep, nod. That's how the family works. Yep.
But she came to be very interested in how, the magical ecology of this place continues to exist. Although the salamanders do live a very self-sustaining lifestyle, it's really strange that there hasn't ever been a serious decline. Weather and things like that, they're totally random, right?
Right.
There is something about this island that means that it doesn't run out of animals. It doesn't run out of nutrients. It doesn't even seem to run out of minerals. Admittedly, there's very little of nutritional value here, and plenty of mineral value, of course. But, way underground. Because this island, unlike the mainland, doesn't have water channels and tunnels underneath it. It's just fucking rock all the way down. It's technically more solid than the mainland, if anything.
Really?
Yeah, there is a definitive magical mystery about this place, though. It doesn't seem to run out. Right now, everyone's a bit fussed and worried because there are monsters around that are eating more of the animals than they usually should or would. But they've been, pushed away from the pockets of the land where the minerals are richest and tastiest. Or at least, again, is the going assumption.
So then what do you think it is? And is there something down beneath the rock and all that in the heart of the island then, or?
That is the mystery. I don't know. And frankly, checking it is kind of beyond any of our ken until I can get some kind of, complex and large machinery here. And that's going to take a really long time.
I'd imagine so.
And she'll say, so, I'm held up in a bit. I'm fast approaching the limits of what I can research here without returning to the mainland, and I'm getting some funding together, frankly, to look into this more importantly. Thing is, it's kind of hard to prove any of it. How do you say, I believe the whole island is magic because it doesn't run out of stuff? That's a hard one to push. So a lot of the time I've spent here has been, a lot of bookkeeping, frankly. A lot of checking, magical density and things like that. The whole land, this whole island is faintly magical when you look. It'll bring us up a little bit of a pulse. Imagine that's why all the salamanders here are so healthy. There's probably something dragon-related about it in the first place.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know how, how Mom met the actual big dragon thing.
Yeah, no, hard to forget that story. I've been out there and seen the footprints, and, they are enormous. Bigger than houses, so. yeah, at this point, I'm just looking to wrap up a lot of what I've got here. And it's back to the mainland and trying to get some money. I mean, I could see about going to Mum's and asking them. Well, at the
Speaking
same
of,
time, they
yeah.
kind of want us to all rely on ourselves, so it's a bit of an odd place. Like, I need just like raw ass gold. I need
Well,
money to throw at this problem.
You know it does get a lot of money? Adventuring.
Mm-hmm. Have you made it rich then? Are you shiny and famous now?
I don't think I'm quite that big adventuring, but I've gotten some to my name. I was
Well,
more
heck.
thinking,
She usually just gets in trouble.
Not
not
surprised.
that
We all
much
do.
trouble.
That's a lie.
Okay, maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was more thinking maybe you want to come along with us on our way back to the mainland, see what opportunities you can find.
Give me a persuade test.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration on this.
Sure.
A 20.
Okay. Tell you what then. I heard some babbling over there, and she'll look at the elder. She's still having a chat with Maddie and sipping drinks while she eats cheese. Oh, cheese. Sorry, seeing that just totally threw my chain of thought off. Right. You're here to deal with the whole monster thing, yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I've got a little side project going on.
Oh,
Yeah?
what would that be?
The Alchemist has come up with a very interesting project of herself by herself, and I found a way that I can.
I've been considering trying one of them peaches, but, you shouldn't really eat strange magical things.
Right.
I guess that's what adventurers do, though. They never even think twice.
Yeah, we had a guy that ate, like, what was it did he eat? Out of character, what was it that he ate? He liked some sort of rock thing, and he got, like, obsidian skin. No, he didn't eat it.
He didn't
grabbed
eat
on
it.
his-
Yeah,
Yeah, we had a guy a while back that grabbed onto some random kind of magical rock and turned his skin basically into obsidian.
Well, I mean, that would fit in well. He'd be invisible around here.
Yeah, he would actually. Now I think about it.
And she'll pause. Actually, that might have been racist. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'd be careful. I don't just immediately eat magical fruits, which is why I'm thinking I'm not actually cut out to be an adventurer. I think I'm too safe.
I mean, it's good to have a better amount of safety for most adventures.
Hmm.
There needs to be some in this party, really.
Fair enough. Yeah. After you're done, I'll join you guys on the mainland. Sure, and I'll hang around for a few of your exciting adventures. How about it? But
Yeah.
maybe not permanently. I've still got a lot of this world I want to see myself. But it wouldn't hurt to make a bunch of money. Because
Yeah,
I'm tapped.
that's good. Besides, we're planning on eventually going out to tell Arjun and visiting great grandma and mom's eventually.
Oh, well. I'd certainly love to visit and see them again. It's been ages.
Yeah, they've been busy with some sort of job for great grandma. Not exactly sure what with though.
Didn't they tell you before that it was a census?
Maybe. I might have forgotten. It's been a long while.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm probably still trying to get the lay of the land. It's still not been enough time to figure out everything everywhere. I'm sure there are a whole bunch of tieflings being mistreated still.
Oh, definitely. But on to better news, though, and she'll reach into her backpack. I got licensed at the Arcanist.
Congratulations. I never went with alchemy. Yeah, alchemy always seemed to be the better one to go into when you've got my certain skill set.
Right.
Well, yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, it was a decently hard test.
She made all these nice cloaks with her special.
Ah. She'll reach over and pinch one. I see, self-warming. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. It's really handy when you're able to be able to transfer spells into just objects in general.
Makes sense, yeah. Of course, I, on the other hand, just make potions of feeling warm all the time instead if I need to.
Mm.
They're pretty cheap around here with all the ingredients about, which is for the best, now that I think about it.
I'd imagine so. If I remember correctly, this island does get some more rare plants, doesn't it?
A couple. I mean, they aren't exciting, but yes, a few. The fire retardant, the fire moss is certainly the most useful out of it all.
She'll nod, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just fire moss in this area that's super useful. A fire retardant moss that grows quickly and is well known to protect floors, entryways, and wooden decks from the ever-burning tails of salamanders. It's coarse to the touch, clings to solid surfaces, and the only way to keep it from growing is overexposure to sunlight. This doesn't kill it, it merely stunts its growth. Icy cold, preferably salty water, encourages its growth exponentially.
Mm-hmm. I think that's just gonna be how this continues, like talking, catching up, introducing Madeline as like the new girlfriend, as an actual serious relationship type thing.
Oh, yeah. Should just observe and think for a moment before sipping her tea. Doesn't seem to have an answer. Oh yeah, did you hear about Atria?
I have not. Something new happened with her.
Yeah, she actually came up here with me originally, and now, I believe right about now, she's somewhere in the central jungles.
The jungles? Really?
Yep, left the cold lands completely.
Wow.
Decided she wanted to go to the jungle.
Did not expect that from her.
Yep, she made up a group with some bear girl and a boar guy, and I forget someone else. And they went off to the central jungles. Off they went.
Wow. How'd they go? The causeway or the more like along the coast route?
Don't know. I just knew that's where she intended to go, and I haven't heard anything bad, so that's probably where she's at.
Hopefully we can get in touch with her sometime. Send her at least a mail or something.
Yeah, I don't know how to get mail to her. I'm sure she'll pass on some kind of message at some point if she settles down there, but I can't imagine her settling down.
Yeah, it's kind of in our nature as hellhounds. Gotta go explore, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. She'll figure something out for herself, I'm sure. It seems like it's going okay.
Yeah, and if she gets in trouble, she knows she can always count on us to get down there and get to her.
And she will nod and settle back. But yeah, let's see here. Elloe, do you wanna try and kickstart some shenanigans?
I have Kellin with me too.
Sure, both of you guys give me persuasion checks.
Advantage.
Go for it.
Didn't need it.
Sadvantage.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
no.
to me. This is literally all I use my inspiration on.
This is true. Sure. It doesn't take you long after having received food and drink to get more than a few other people jolly with you. You can sort of guess your intentions. Are you guys looking to whack?
Mating ball time.
Sure thing.
It's okay with Kellin. You can't get him braggers.
It's true. Yeah, and you guys can sample the local cuisine and then the local air quotes cuisine.
I mean, that is possible, Amxal.
Yeah, totally. All that Maddie has done is go from like eating vast varieties of strong foods to basically just power packing down cheese.
Well,
She's just
because
been carb
And,
loading.
because
yeah,
she
she's
spent
been
like,
also pemmican,
Yeah.
you know, like ultra dense fatty foods and everything. She's just been stopping herself.
By the
she
time you
has-
leave
Mouse to put on
Salamander
weight,
Isle,
stupid.
I'm gonna say at this point you have stopped gaining weight because your body is already like, we need to start spending it.
well,
Yeah, that
because
can
Oh,
be
yeah.
good for you.
she like didn't eat a lot like all of her life, and then when she eats like a ton of fatty things, her body's still going to be in like starvation mode, so it's going to turn everything she eats beyond a certain point into fat.
She's like right now, Maddie
Yeah.
is like adorable and squidgy, and she's like been sat here having a chat and munching a block of cheese. Like it has been. I should actually make a check because Terentia wants to give you all the head pats because you look maximum adorable right now.
Yeah, she
Look at
is
the little
chubby,
mouse,
cute
she's
mouse.
chubby.
Aw.
She resists the urge to try and scoop you into her lap for pets, even though you're adorable and chubby.
But
She
with
is
the
an
16,
she is an elder and behaves as such.
but with the 16, she's sitting there like tapping her finger. Mm.
Yeah, no. She's an elder. She behaves. Does not pounce the poor adorable adventurer.
Wait. Let me see. Let me do this then. If she does anything that's different, like any form of like control effect or coping mechanism,
Insider. Yeah.
No,
Crawl in the lap.
she's definitely squirming and trying her best to be polite and well behaved, but her hand keeps doing that unconscious like patting thing.
It's like when you see a puppy in the room and you're like, oh god, I want to pet it. But you can't.
But the puppy is all the way over there, and I have to shout through someone else's conversation to get its attention.
Or when you see a service
Just-
dog
Yeah,
and you're
when
just
you see a
sitting
service
there going, duh,
Okay, so how many are there in here at the moment?
On like the other side of the room and just engrossed in a bunch of nerd shit is Dina and Athia.
That's it.
And I believe Madeline. Yeah, that's it.
Just looks around, takes off the entire goggle set, just scoots over next to her.
She's super warm. You get lots of head pats, and she's very warm and cozy. Yeah, okay then. The mating ball will happen in other places, and you get to have yourselves a great time, Salamander style. I'm going to ask you guys the obvious question. Are you staying the night?
Yeah, we should stay the night and head out
Yeah.
early in the morning.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if we're being told information like about the job, about how things are going
you've,
tonight and all that.
You've collected all the information available and had yourself a gay old time.
Wait, is our carriage able to, like, isn't most of this place, like, blasted obsidian rock? Do we have the, like, suspension necessary? Is that
No,
gonna,
not really.
Yep.
We're gonna go.
is that going to be a check to see if our wagon survives just going over obsidian? Like, I'm right next to the buttes. I used to walk over, like, little obsidian plains and stuff like that. It sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah, but-
That said, this is a new wagon, and it is tough, and you guys put a bunch of extra money in it to make it extra comfortable and give it more suspension. That was actually mentioned when you were having it done. So yes, that will probably need maintenance when you're done, but it's not going to break from being out there for like 4 days.
All right, good.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you'll probably need to like take out parts and just stick fresh suspension in afterwards, but otherwise it won't break on you. You were prepared for that.
I'm leaving my wagon. I'm
Yeah.
leaving my carriage.
Yeah, the carriage, on the other hand, is nicer and smaller, but being smaller has the disadvantage of probably just directly delivering every jerk and judder into your tailbone.
What are you going to leave your moose?
Yes.
Wait, so is your carriage over here with? Am I muted?
Yeah. Both,
Okay, I'm not
both
muted,
of your transits were here.
All right then.
Yeah. I mean, presumably that's where Madeline sleeps at night because it's a cozy carriage house.
And, this would be a great opportunity to have a giant polar bear pull our carriage. Or our wagon, I guess.
This is true. It could certainly help your horsos. But yeah, I believe it is time we got to our experience. The next session we'll start with the travel rolls to get you guys out into the Obsidian Plains.
Yay! I want to fight things with a polar bear.
Yeah, let's get
Oh,
the fighting
okay.
things.
Yeah, okay. So, explore a new interesting location.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Village is a new interesting location.
Discover a new interesting truth about the wild.
Growing peaches.
Fucking.
Yeah.
The great beasts are not considered great beasts here.
That one was not a new and interesting truth about the world itself. That was known
Okay.
here by all. But yeah, no, the salamanders are trying to figure out ways to like literally grow fruit on this hell island is interesting and new.
Yeah.
New ally or a lasting enemy?
I can't count family,
you-
can I?
I don't know. You actually had to make a test to get her agreed in the first place. So yeah, you can count her as an ally. So like, it was absolutely possible for you to fail and her be like, I mean, no, I don't really want to join your group.
Okay.
Advance or complete a quest? Yep. Manda quest. You've done your preliminaries and learned did the stuff necessary to actually go against these things. You did not neutralize any direct threats. So that is 4 EXP. Not bad.
All right. That was 83.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
yay.
getting there. Yay. And yeah, alright.
Just
then.
have to survive 17 more.
Yep. Don't get eaten by horrifying monsters. Look at him, he's just got his hands up. He wants to wave hello.
Hey,
Yeah,
you guys!
I have a different name for those things, but I'll keep them off stream.
All right.
Cool.
So before we end the session, hey Amxal, Winter, you're both dumb.
What? Why?
What?
We had this entire argument whether or not this entire session was going to be filled with faff and downtime, and you're like, no, we won't do that.
Yeah.
That was a
Alright,
bad
I
bet
think
to
it
make.
was. I didn't think
I
it would be.
It was
I-
great. It was
I
there,
also
and I
2
was
hours long.
amused. I was like, I knew how it was.
I
didn't
sent a
think
message
that-
to Scal halfway through. Just
I
like,
didn't think it
I
would
told you.
I didn't think it would take forever to do like a conversation with the sister, and then a bunch of other faff happened where wrestling of manners and speaking a long time with the elder. I didn't think all that would happen. I
Yep,
thought it'd just
I
be a
did.
quick talk with sister, talk with elder. Let's get out of here.
So, my lovely dears, thank you very much for playing. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves.
I did.
If you're watching in the stream, are you watching in the... Oh, it's not my sign-off. Never mind.
No, you finished. You finished what you
Have
started.
yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and please do take care.